I'm a 32-year-old woman. I've always been a very strong-willed and proud person. Even though I know a lot of people struggle with appearances, that's never been a problem for me. I don't think I'm the most attractive person by any means, nor do I think I'm ugly at all. I've always been somewhere in the middle. Until about a year ago, that is. My boyfriend of 6 years and I just went through a messy breakup. I wasn't emotionally in a healthy place, so I decided to move, just outside of Celadon city limits. There was just so much drama with everyone. After 6 years, you don't really have any friends of your own. And me, being the proud one, pushed everyone away if they'd give my ex any sympathy. So, I don't know. I was angry and depressed and just wanted space. At the time, I really wanted to start a new life for myself, so I bought a little fixer-upper and tried the whole DIY thing. Well, I had only been at the place for 2 days. I was still trying to figure out where everything was, and I wasn't very handy, so mostly I was just poking around and daydreaming of the possibilities. I had two bathrooms, one that I'm sure was meant to be for guests, which had a shower with a shower head that looked mostly new. The first night I showered in there because the other bathroom that was connected to the master bedroom only had one of those big porcelain clawfoot tubs, and I wasn't feeling a bath. On the second night, however, I had just finished unpacking all of my things and my body ached really badly. It was dark outside already and it was late in the autumn, so there was a haze outside and the beginnings of frost on the window. I went into the bathroom, wearing just my robe. The tile floor felt like ice. I thought to myself that I need to get some bath mats. I hung up my robe and reached over to turn on the hot water, anxious to start soaking. When I turned the knob, the faucet started rattling and I could hear the pipes groan in the walls. I stepped into the tub, knowing the water would be cold at first, but trusting it would come out hot soon enough. The water still hadn't come out, so I turned the knob more. That's when my nostrils filled with a horribly pungent stench. I don't know how long it had been since this bath had been used, but I wasn't expecting the foul odor of waste to stream from these pipes before any water would make an appearance. I looked closer to see black sludge slowly ooze to the opening of the faucet. I coughed and gagged, as the smell had now reached an unbearable thickness. I started to reach for the knob to turn it off, as I clearly needed a plumber. It was at that moment that the sludge rushed out in a sickening slap onto the porcelain. I instinctively jumped back, losing my balance as the back of my knee buckled over the side of the tub. I turned as I fell and landed hard on my wrist, feeling it snap underneath me. I screamed in pain, but quickly fear overtook my pain, as I could see from the corner of my eye a giant muck growing from the tub, its sticky filth rising above me. I had turned on my back to try to kick at it and hold it back with my one good arm. As it slid its way out of the tub and onto me, I felt completely helpless pushing against it, like being wrapped in a blanket, submerged in a pool full of rancid water. It covered my body, and the weight of it pushed the air from every cell. I could feel the pressure in my face, feel the burning of suffocation in my lungs. The weight of the massive beast didn't even compare to the pain I felt on my skin. Like someone was ironing my whole body, ripping off the burnt layer and ironing again. I felt my consciousness leaving when finally it started to lighten. The muck made its way over my body onto the floor near the entrance near the bathroom. I was able to look at it in the eyes just for a moment before it left the doorway and out of my sight. I looked at my body. I could see blisters and pustules forming and popping as the acid sizzled into steam. I reached for my phone and dialed emergency, and then finally allowed myself to shut my eyes. That was a year ago. Even though I knew the muck had moved on, I sold the house. I've lived with this horrible disfiguration covering my body ever since. I still don't know how to cope with it. My story made it onto the news all over the region, and others who've lived with scars longer have reached out to me, which only added to my embarrassment. I even called my ex. He won't take me back.